Okay, so let's go on to, this is a topic I kind of did not want to discuss because I feel like it's not debatable. I am a diehard J. Cole fan. I feel like J. Cole
is J. Cole born?
That's
the time.
I am a diehard J. Cole fan.
Is he born?
I don't think he's born. No, I can't say he's born. If I say I'm a huge fan of him, I feel like that's disrespecting him and what he does.
Can you explain why he's not born?
Let me get into it. Terrance.
Tell her to explain why he's not born.
This, like I was saying, I am a diehard J. Cole fan. J. Cole is one of those artists to me where when he raps, he does, I would say in my opinion, he does reality raps. Because it seems like when he did the 03 Adolescence, he talks about him in school and how he had the situation with his friend, and he's like, you about to go get a degree, you know what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna be stuck here with two choices, either graduate to wait or sell a number 3.
What was that on?
That was 03 Adolescence.
Was that on his last album?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like 2 years ago. What the fuck you at, J.
This
Cole?
nigga J. Cole, man.
Let me finish. But the point I'm trying to make is J. Cole is one of the people who, when he raps from his heart, and he hopes that you will feel where he's coming from, and I do. That album made me cry. It brought me to tears because a lot of times I felt so insecure because of my place in this world, coming from a poor black broken home.
That's what he does for you?
Yeah. For me, he does for me. And I'm definitely 100% not comparing him to Tupac. But his music does for me what Tupac's Dear Mama did for me, what Tupac's Smile did for me, what Tupac's
Dear Mama, Keep Your Head Up definitely like touched me. Dear Mama.
What Tupac's Smile did for me, what Tupac's through the Rear View did for me, what Tupac's what's the word, Only God Can Judge Me did for me. That's what especially that last album, it did for me. It spoke to me and it told me that it was like a true the rose that grew from concrete situation for me.
That's what J. Cole. That's what you compared Cole's last album.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
To the rose that grew from
coming
concrete?
From the slums, where J. Cole come from, where I come from, and it's just saying to him that where you come from does not determine where you're going to go, who you're going to be in life. And that brought me to tears because for so long I felt like I fight so hard for a better life for myself and my family, and he's telling me like, you can do it. You have so much within you, to do great things. And also at the same time, he was savage as hell, like on that song.
What was he savages on?
Get Off My Dick. That song, Get Off My Dick.
Did he have a video to that one?
He did put a video. Didn't I like
that video was amazing. See, that's the J. Cole we want. That video, we want that Cole. We don't want the. What's the line he said? I'm gonna be in the street. I'm gonna be getting a number. I can't believe he put that on his last album. Like, why he still rapping about that shit? Like, he did that like in 2010.
Which one?
What's the line you said? He just
he did a song about his friend. Okay, I'm gonna just set up. All three lessons. If you've seen the song, you know what I'm talking about. He was in school. His friend was selling drugs.
That was on the last album.
No, but
Forest Hill Drive.
But have you heard the whole song? Because let me explain it. Let me just explain.
I heard like a million of those lines.
But he was just telling
Friday Night Lights
that was that
Center
for
and
me
shit.
Because I've had those friends where I'm just like, they're doing things that at the time when I was like 15, 16, a 15, 16-year-old should not be doing. But I'm just like, that's what it means to be cool. That's what it means to be the man, the girl, the hot chick. I'm like, let me get on it. But then I got that one friend who comes to me and tell me like, you have such a bright future.
And that's Cole, right?
That's what I related to that song because I had that situation personally.
Now let me get to the point. She don't feel like Cole is born.
Nope.
I'm about to explain to you all why he is born.
Why you feel he's born.
Me and Tique first had the conversation. She said he turned up. She didn't say he was turned up. She said he was a good artist. I said he's a good artist. The first thing she said to me about J. Cole was his album made me cry.
It did.
I said, that's wild. I said, it should have made you cry because that's the type of music he put out. So, like, if I'm sitting there listening to Mozart and it puts me to sleep, or I'm, like, sitting there chilling, I want to drink tea, he's not about to be turning me up. You know what I'm saying? No, that's all I'm saying.
That was such a good analogy, though. That was such a good metaphor. Man, that was perfect.
That's all. I still don't agree. When people say, is J. Cole born? That's all they saying. Like, if J. Cole is on a ticket, this happened more than once. If J. Cole is on the ticket, Kendrick's on the ticket, then you got like Future on the ticket, or 21 on the ticket, but then you got Future on the ticket. Don't let Cole and Kendrick perform before Future. I mean, don't let Future perform before them because they're going to walk out. Like they're gonna walk out of J. Cole's performances, they're gonna walk out of Kendrick's performances because that's more on some. I'm sitting there reading my book, watching T, thinking about life, reflecting
they gonna walk
and shit.
out. Have you ever seen his shows?
Did they walk? Hold on, Tiki. Did they walk out more than once? Future perform. Then you got Kendrick up. Then you got like Cole up. Was they walking out?
What are you talking about?
This happened like
they walked out of J. Cole performance.
Yes, after Future performed.
Listen,
they walked out.
I didn't know this. You keep walking into this before the damn podcast.
I try to tell.
Let me say this.
And people try to say he ain't boring, but that's why he boring. He great, but it's just like.
Let me say this, and like this is something he feels strongly about, and I'm not at all saying he does have a point because hearing him now, I understand his point, but I feel like this is kind of, I'm going to bring this up, kind of like when we go back to Kanye caring so much about art. You don't have to like it, but I mean, you have to understand it or not like it, but you have to respect it. What he does is very good. Is done well, and I'm such a J. Cole, and I'm such a fan. And I don't think it was because Get Off My Dick got me turned up. A bitch be turned to that. I'm sorry.
Cole World be Get Off My Dick is turned. Hey. And the craziest thing, that was my favorite song on the CD.
You have to understand, like this is something he put out.
What was the one that made you cry for real?
03 Adolescence, Love Yours.
Love Yours. He deserved a freaking Grammy for Love Yours. That don't mean he ain't boring. That don't mean that he not. That don't mean he turned up. That means that he's like turned lyricist. And then she comparing to Pac. This why you can't.
No. I said he does not compare to Pac. I'm saying it did for me.
But for everybody listening, this is why y'all cannot compare Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole to Tupac.
I don't.
But I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people out here because they always try to say this. Like even you said, that's the feeling he give. He give you like half the feeling, but it's two sides because. Everybody not out here just reading about damn Black Lives Matter. Sometimes you drinking wine with your girls turned up and you want to turn up. And that's why you got to have both sides. And that's the shit that Cole, I don't know if he can give you that. He gave us that a little bit. Kendrick really don't give you that at all. He gave that on the Good Kid, Mad City. This new one was, I don't know, he just so different. These niggas is not Pac and they are born. No. And that's why they born because they halfway Pac. It's two different sides to it.
Let me say this. There's a good thing to that, though. You can't compare them to Pac, but the fact that you can say that they're not trying to be Pac and you can disassociate them from Pac because they have their own sign. It's the Cole sign, the Kendrick sound. I don't think so. I feel like it's neat. I feel like for a long time, you know, like, we going to be all right. You know, black of the berry, sweet of the juice.
Black of the berry was amazing.
You know, again, like, people didn't
But that's what he was on. He wasn't on like
Let me say this, though.
Money Trees.
Let me say this though, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar made everyone believe it because when his album came out, I'm probably the few who genuinely liked it when I first heard it because he wanted to do something different. He didn't want to do the whole regular same old hip hop sound like he had in his first one. He incorporated jazz into his album, all different kinds of sounds and genres, and I thought it was amazing. He was able to pick amazing lyrics and songs over it. He picked a lot of good features
song that he did
on there.
And the poem with like the jazz feel. For free.
And yeah. And one thing
Drake stole that from him too. Khaled and Drake, y'all stole that shit from Kendrick, man. Quit faking like y'all ain't steal that shit.
And I did like how the end of the last one when he did the conversation with Pac, I had to listen to it at least 2 to 3. They both got respect for Pac, and you have to if you're going to come in on the same type of level mentally for us how our people is done, and you want to talk about our people, the injustices, the oppressions, and psychologically how our people, you know, that's a whole nother conversation, you know, that we can get into, but you have to have respect for the originator who actually did it and was successful in talking about real life things and making money off of it. Not too many people can do this. They don't do it.
So they don't disrespect Pac. I'm not saying they disrespect Pac. I'm just saying for all the people who try to say Cole and Kendrick are like Pac, they like halfway. It's like 50%, but it's a whole 100% that you got to cover.
That's what makes it good to me, though.
What?
You come in and you just like, dang, that's kind of how Pac was. You know, he got that real shit. They spitting that real shit. We need to hear that thing to be said. But it's not Pac. It's like 50%
No,
Pac,
I'm not saying you got to be 100% like him.
No,
I'm saying there's 100% that you got to cover. Like,
I'm saying, you talking about,
like when you sitting there chilling with your girls. I'm talking about you sitting there chilling with your girls, you drinking wine, and you smoking. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying, You at a party turned up.
Smoking weed.
Right.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
I am sorry, Deezer, but you know, some people don't like to smoke.
Yeah, no, we don't smoke weed. We're in Kansas City. No
anyway,
one does that.
It's just a whole realm when it comes to artistry that I feel like Cole and Kendrick don't cover.
But,
and that's what makes them boring. So when you got the youth out there saying,
you think Kendrick boring? You were just blindsiding me with this information.
Kendrick ain't boring, but he kind of goes into that J. Cole category.
Let me say this.
Are they in the same category, do you think?
No.
So what category would you put Kendrick in?
I feel like, I mean, like, what do you mean the same category?
Like that category we just described, like conscious but still kind of hood.
Oh, no, I would say that when it comes to consciousness, I would say that Kendrick, in my opinion, is very more woke or conscious when it comes to, because he was like the black of the berry. It's that, you know, he's talking about black people being hypocrites, white people being hypocrites, and how it all relates. And right. But when it comes to J. Cole is kind of more like, for me, NWA, not as far as like how they rap, but it's more reality raps. It's more like real life stuff that we all deal with.
Cole remind me of like Q-Tip or Nas or some shit.
Yeah.
Cole remind me of Nas.
Yeah, that would have been a better point. But the point I'm trying to make is he does reality raps, not conscious state wake up raps. He does like, you know, this is what we all go through, so we've been through, this is where I'm from, and this is what niggas every day got to live with. You know, this is how we eat. This is how, you know, I'm trying to say that, right. Which is kind of, see, Pac, this is kind of
I was just saying that's point. Why the youth
Pac
say
did both. Pac was conscious,
that's
but he also did like, this is how niggas eat. Like when he did the one interview with Pac was just like, you know, I don't know if you ever see it, about the knocking on the door. He's like, black people knocking on the door, we see you cracking the door because we ain't got shit out here, we starving. And you're like, you looking through, you see them eating. Eventually we're gonna start knocking them doors down because niggas is hungry, and the sound we ain't gonna just keep taking the little crumb that y'all giving us. She like when Cole said, no, I'm gonna take what they owe me. And I feel like everybody should always have that mentality when it comes to you and what you want.
And I'm not
don't
saying
take
that
what
Cole
they give you, take what you owe. I mean, you know, I'm trying to say, get yours straight out.
And I'm not saying that Cole and Kendrick don't represent that. They do represent that. But I was just saying that's why like young people probably want people probably want to listen to Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, when it, because you know Cole really probably not speaking to the youth. Like he's probably speaking to that. Man, I've been through a lot of shit.
You got a good point though.
That's all I'm saying.
He's not speaking to the youth because we are like right at the end of that era, of the 90s era, and we can't let that go because we want this so bad. Us when this stuff was so good. Music in the 90s was just it.
I was born in 89, so I understand Kendrick, Lamar, and J. Cole, but I understand why young niggas would be like
right at the end, but I grew up in a household.
I'm trying to listen to Bobby Shmurda, hot nigga.
I love Bobby. I'm sorry.
I
can't wait till he get out. I think that if he comes out being, you know, still on that, you know, I'm talking about like rapping just as good, I'm gonna buy it, but that's a whole nother conversation. We're gonna talk about Bobby another day.
Shout out Bobby Shmurda. So
we have went a little too far on Cole, so I'm just gonna end it.
That was a good topic though. Is J. Cole born? Y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like he born or no? Nah, just let me know.
Say that one more time, cause I'll just interrupt you.
It's all good. Just let me know if y'all feel like J. Cole is born or not. Comment at the bottom. And if you got a chance to come out to our basketball game this Saturday, Argosy Casino, 7 p.m. It's semi-pro, dedicated to all the Aboriginal and Indigenous people here in America and across the globe. Thursday is Thanksgiving. America is paying homage to the settlers. So now we're going to pay homage to the Aboriginal and the Indigenous people who was already here. And we're not stepping on anyone's toes. You know, we good with Thanksgiving, but you also got to be good with the Native American Day, Indigenous Day, Aboriginal Day. And that's what we're dedicating it to.